Hello, my name is Mrs. McAndrew. Throughout this lesson, we will be discussing key issues addressed by the framers at the outset of the Constitutional Convention. By the end of this unit, you should be able to describe major areas of disagreement among the delegates to the Constitutional Convention and explain compromises intended to resolve these issues. Sometimes taking notes on your iPad while reading text on your iPad could be difficult. I'm going to show you a way to make this a little bit easier. The first thing you want to do is open two tabs at the top of your Safari. The first one is our digital textbook, and the second one is the Google Doc where we'll be taking notes. Remember, for this lesson, we're going to be focusing on issues, conflicts, and solutions. As you read through the chapter, look for issues, conflicts, and solutions. We're going to highlight each one a different color. To highlight, you select the words or phrases or sentences. And here we have an issue, so I'm going to highlight it pink. And you can also take notes right on the page as you read. And that will stay there the entire time you read. As I come down further, I find a solution. I'm going to highlight that a different color. We'll make our solutions blue, and you can also take notes again. Now, after you've read that entire chapter, you should have all your notes ready to go. I'm going to go back to a different page, and here I've highlighted a conflict in green and a solution in blue. So now I could easily focus just on those sentences and go back to my Google Doc, and now I could put those sentences in my own words in my table. And also it's easier to see as I pull it up to put down the information that I need. So far, while discussing the development of the United States government, we have learned that people had many different opinions on how the United States government should be defined. Federalists believed in a strong central government, while Anti-Federalists believed that the individual states should hold the power. This disagreement was the basis for many other disagreements the delegates had while constructing the United States Constitution. In the next section, you will learn that in order for a proper government to be established, compromises had to be made. As you read the next few pages, think about how the Virginia Plan and the New Jersey Plan differed, and how the plans came together in the Great Compromise and the Three-Fifths Compromise. Also note how these compromises defined how states are represented in the legislative branch with the creation of the Senate and the House of Representatives. In May of 1787, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 55 delegates from 12 states decided to meet to improve the Articles of Confederation. Rhode Island did not send any delegates because they felt the articles were just fine. Once the meetings began, the delegates chose George Washington to be the president and lead the discussions. At first, they tried to revise the Articles of Confederation, but realized they needed a whole new constitution. The framers of the new constitution met many conflicts. Since they wanted to be able to brainstorm freely, they vowed secrecy of their discussions. At the end of each day, people waited outside for news of what they spoke about. The framers kept their vow of secrecy for decades after the convention had ended. Now that we have finished exploring the unit, think about the following questions. 1. Can you list at least 3 issues the framers of the Constitution faced as they began the Constitutional Convention? 2. Can you describe at least 3 areas of disagreement between the framers and how they compromised to resolve their issues? If you can answer these questions, congratulations. You have successfully completed the unit.